Generative AI is transforming how people search, create, communicate, and interact across digital platforms. You might think of AI-powered travel planners, retail chatbots, coding assistants, or image tools that generate entire scenes from a single sentence. These kinds of innovations are redefining what's possible for digital products. The technology is evolving fast, and everyone wants in. But as more organizations race to deploy generative AI features, there's one question every product team needs to ask: can we trust what it creates? That's where generative AI testing comes in. In this video, we'll break down what Gen AI testing is, why it's essential, and what makes it so uniquely challenging. Then we'll show how Applause helps companies test, validate, and optimize Gen AI experiences with confidence. Subscribe to our channel for more digital quality content, including explainer videos, podcasts, expert insights, and more. Generative AI testing is all about making sure your AI outputs are accurate, useful, and safe. It goes far beyond traditional QA. You're not just testing if an image loads correctly or if a search bar returns results. You're testing unpredictable systems with non-deterministic outputs, and that's a big shift. Traditional software is deterministic, which means that the same input will always produce the same result. But Gen AI doesn't work like that. You can prompt the same model with the same question twice and get two different answers. That unpredictability introduces a new dimension of complexity. It's not about whether something works, but whether it makes sense, whether it's helpful, whether it limits harmful responses. To make that happen, you need a full lifecycle approach that spans every phase of development, from the data your model is trained on to the way users interact with the final product. Gen AI demands more than traditional apps at every stage, from training data collection to model validation to red teaming to usability testing. You need to evaluate not just functionality, but also context, tone, harmfulness, bias, and relevance. It's a different kind of quality question. Not does it work, but rather, is it right? That makes Gen AI testing a strategic investment. Done well, it helps foster consumer trust, improve performance, and accelerate time to market. Why invest in testing generative experiences? Because the risks are real and the rewards are huge. The right testing strategy not only helps protect your brand, it creates real business value by improving user trust, safety, and satisfaction. With proper testing, you can optimize performance, cover a wide range of use cases and edge cases to help ensure Gen AI tools respond well across diverse inputs, devices, and user groups. Improve UX. Use real people to validate output quality, gather sentiment, and get real-world feedback on what feels natural and intuitive. Reduce risk. Identify and fix issues like hallucinations, bias, toxic language, or privacy risks before launch. This helps prevent reputational damage and also helps ensure regulatory compliance. At the end of the day, generative AI is only as good as the testing behind it. Without thoughtful validation, the coolest new feature can become a major liability. Testing Gen AI isn't like testing traditional software. It's messier, less predictable, and way more complex. And when something goes wrong, it's not just a bug. It can become a headline. From biased outputs to privacy slip-ups, Gen AI mistakes can quickly lead to public backlash and erode user trust. Here are just a few reasons why Gen AI is so complex. Unpredictable outputs. Models often change their answers depending on how something is phrased. You have to test not just one input, but variations of it. Bias and toxicity. Left unchecked, models can repeat stereotypes, spread misinformation, or return offensive responses. Security and privacy risks. Sensitive data can leak through outputs, or bad actors might exploit prompts for fraud, jailbreaks, or unsafe actions. Lack of ground truth. There's often no correct answer. Evaluating Gen AI outputs requires human judgment, domain expertise, and multi-layered review. Complex UX design. You're designing for conversations, not just clicks. This means handling uncertainty, multiple outputs, and the need for explainability. These general risks take on new urgency and complexity within regulated industries. Consider financial services. Gen AI applications face increased pressure to protect sensitive customer information and financial data. Testing must focus intensely on minimizing exposure of PII and credentials, combating fraud, and ensuring compliance with strict regulatory standards. And in healthcare, AI systems must safely handle sensitive patient or member information. Here, testing is vital not only for data protection, but also for improving accuracy and avoiding biased or harmful outputs, all while adhering to privacy laws and clinical standards. Tackling these challenges demands novel testing strategies rooted in adversarial thinking and continuous human oversight throughout the development lifecycle. Automation can help scale your Gen AI testing strategy, handling some high volume and repeatable tasks quickly. However, remember your ultimate goals: producing safe experiences, eliminating bias, and addressing real-world risks. To accomplish those objectives requires human-in-the-loop validation, often through prompt grading and adversarial red teaming. In short, Gen AI requires a new approach to testing, one that blends automation with human insight, red teaming with real-world usage, and fast iteration with ethical guardrails. That's where we come in. Applause is the trusted partner for testing generative AI models, applications, and user experiences, helping to ensure that they perform reliably, behave responsibly, and meet real-world expectations. We offer a fully managed end-to-end Gen AI testing solution, helping you validate everything from raw models to full applications. Here's how. Data collection. We provide diverse, high-quality data across languages, domains, and formats, including text, audio, images, and more. Get exactly what you need to improve training and fine-tune model performance. Model evaluation. Our global testers use structured rubrics to evaluate model outputs for accuracy, tone, harmfulness, completeness, and more. Responses are scored and analyzed across multiple categories and use cases. Red team testing. Applause experts and generalist testers probe your model for risk, using adversarial prompts to uncover vulnerabilities related to bias, hallucination, and safety. UX and real-world testing. We test your Gen AI application across real users, devices, networks, locations, and scenarios. We evaluate prompt quality, measure output satisfaction, and collect usability feedback to improve experience and adoption. From prototype to launch, Applause helps validate the generative AI-infused products and apps perform well, adhere to your ethical and compliance standards, and meet your users where they are. Gen AI is powerful, but it's unpredictable. Testing gives you the confidence to deploy it safely. Whether you're fine-tuning an LLM, shipping a chat assistant, or launching an AI-powered product, Applause gives you the people, tools, and insights to do it right. Ready to test smarter and launch safer? Join some of the world's top brands in testing AI with Applause. Visit our website in the description below to learn more.